Hello, out in the middle of the pack hike, and wanted to give a quick update on what's been going on the last week while we were closed. I was telling everybody that I thought maybe Nugs might be at the beginning of a heat cycle, and we had Quill out with her. A collection from him, and speak of it, he's trying to hold my hand like always. He will try. I have my hand in my pocket so he can't hold my hand. I took a collection from him, and when I went to inseminate, I noticed it didn't feel right inside Miss Nuggers. So I'm going to schedule an appointment at the vet and get her in and see if he can do an examination and tell me if he thinks what I think it is what it is. I'm wondering if it's something called vaginal septum. One of my friends actually had a dog that had it and told me about it, and I'm wondering, questioning if that might be it, or I could just be completely wrong and she's fine. I don't even really know how to describe it unless you do inseminations. It's hard to explain what things usually feel like inside there, but it didn't feel normal compared to other females when I have inseminated them. It's Henny's bark. It's very shrill and hurts your ears, ear piercing. I don't want to do anything that could be detrimental to her health, to her ability to have the litter naturally if she would be bred. If it was a heat, it was a silent heat. There was never any visible signs. There was no vaginal discharge. There was no bloody show. There was no swelling, but it also wasn't presenting like a UTI either. I've had that with my females. So it was just, this whole thing has been really weird with her. So we're just going to get her in there and get her checked out, and have just not had any luck with her. So I was just going to make sure that I inseminated her this time and didn't try to have to do it natural. And that's when I realized something just doesn't feel right in there. So I tend to like to let my dogs do things naturally. I don't mind inseminating. I just prefer not to have to do that. If we do an insemination, they don't mind it. They don't freak out on you. The males are usually really easy to collect. I like to let my males and everything happen naturally. So we've just got to see what's going on. Don't really know. And we're going to put a pin on Nugs. And hi, honey, it's a good boy. I know it. Trying to hike, and it makes it very difficult because he wants to hug me. So we're going to put a pin on that, and that'll be a breeding that we may or may not come back to. Honey, you got to let go of me. You're holding my hand, but we got to keep walking. So we'll figure out what's going on there, and I'll update to the page. I had to put my hand in my pocket because he keeps trying to hold my hand. I know. I love him to pieces, though. I don't mind it. Leva's a hard one. People keep asking me if she's bred. She will have her puppies at the end of this month. She's a big girl naturally, and she's one that she's not going to actually really like to have an ultrasound done. So I have to just kind of watch her. She's actually walking in front of me right now. I've got to just wait and see with that situation. If she did not get bred, I will try a taller male for her next time. The last two males that I have tried with her have been shorties. Generally have always had taller males. Hi. So we will see with that. I already have a plan in place for later this year if it doesn't happen for her with Teddy. I already have a male lined up for the next time. And if it doesn't happen next time, then it ain't going to happen with Leva. It's just that plain and simple. Next is Miss Rivet. She would be the next on the docket. It would be a March litter. I saw 2 successful ties with her and Coda. This would be probably Coda's last litter here. He'll be retired now that I have Quill and Relic moving up in the ranks. Their OFAs came back. Excellent hips, normal on the elbows. We've got two really nice males coming up this year. I'm really excited and very thrilled, very happy at what they're going to be able to bring to the table. And so we will have those boys. that will be added. So Miss Rivet in the future will be paired with Quill. She can't breed to Relic because that's her son. It'd be a no-no. Mouse passed her OFAs as well. I'll be updating her album. Mouse will be added to the lineup. I'm excited for that. So she will more than likely be paired with probably Relic. Like what the potential that they could produce there. Pedigrees will be in albums. You can go, guys can go review, look at all of that, and kind of get a feel for what you'll be looking for in those pups. And temperaments, size would be just spot on for everybody. So what we would want, definitely everything that we would want to breed for would be coming out of those two. Things don't work out for Nugs right now, then we'll try again after her vet appointment. If he gives her the all clear, I would try one more time with her and try to put her with Quill. And if it's something congenital, then we'll have to hang her hat. And, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what the vet says. You know, that's all I can do is just see what the vet says, get the appointment made. But that's the latest. You know, we're still looking at spring litters. Just may not have all the ones that we had said we would. We still have litters planned for summer. We have litters planned for fall and winter. So this isn't just a one and done deal. What we're waiting on now is I'll have 4 more that I'll be taking in. And they'll be going to get their OFAs. I know, you're trying to hold my hand again. You're trying to hold my hand again, handsome. I'll be taking 4 more in to get their OFAs at the end of April, beginning of May. And once I have all those confirmed, I can lock in the rest of my breeding pairing and give like definitives for everybody. Right now, I'm not going to say anything. I can tell you what potentials there are, put pictures up there, but my dogs have to be tested first. We have to pass our evals before we do any breedings. I try to just announce as we know we're having things happen and not throw it out there and make a big production about it and then be like, oh, sorry, well, the dog didn't pass its OFA, so it's got to be pulled from the program. I don't want to do that. So I don't want to pull dogs away after telling everybody that they're going to be used. So just don't want to build your hopes up and take it away. That's all. I think that's it. I think I've covered everything. We'll be back to doing videos as we can. You know, right now the weather is kind of a pain. I'm doing hikes, but you know, not really a whole lot that we can really do. Inside stuff, you can only do so much inside stuff. So it's just kind of boring, but you know, I know some of you guys said you'd watch even if I'm just brushing dogs. All right, well, I mean, if I need to do a video of me brushing their hair, then I'll do some videos of me brushing their hair. Like whatever, we'll do stuff, but like it's just not as fun right now until we can get some better weather and have more that we can actually be doing, where we can actually be warm enough to do a lot more recording. So I shall leave it at that, and hopefully your snow was fun to play in. Ours has been a little difficult to traverse in, but the dog made a way and found a way to do it. We'll talk to everybody later. Bye!
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, get in there, talk about www.w.com, and you got click. It's real easy, man.